Otherwise, I just explained that what is my idea usually for these conversations. So when we came, if you have any problem, with whatever I can help, either workflow errors, some mistakes, or you want to build something, ideas, brainstorming, whatever problem you have, I am really happy to help with everything. So when we helping each other here, after that, when I upload these recordings, even when you come in late, for example, or you miss the call in the recordings, you will be able to see everything. If, for example, for someone else we are solving some problem and this is your problem as well, after that in the recordings you're gonna be able to see it, and without being in the conversation even, you're gonna solve your problem, and this will be increasing the value of the community. Also, you have mentioned, I remember that you are in the phase that you are trying to build case studies, I remember. Yeah, also how to wireframe projects. Yeah, so for wireframing I usually use Excalidraw, this one, and usually I'm doing it either this way. For example, lead submission, let me show you because I'm not sharing it now. So I'm using Excalidraw, this site. Let me show you the screen. Yeah, this one, Excalidraw, and here I'm drawing, for example, even like this. This is ASCII format. For example, lead submission, Google Sheets, append row. I am writing here explicitly which node I'm gonna use and what this row is gonna do. So, for example, the action of the node, or either I'm doing them like this, two boxes, and let's say the person wants to get invoices. I say input invoices here, input invoices, and here I'm telling the action, or for example, this is our trigger. This is for you because the client uh, doesn't want to know what triggers, what data processing, etc. you're gonna use. You just have to make here, okay, we are inputting invoices, or let's say incoming invoices, and here then after that you're gonna say download invoice from G Drive. Yeah, this is for you, the actions. After that, let's say the second one is gonna be to save the invoices somewhere. You're just coming here and changing the color of this. Just like that, you're building, let's say, save them in separate folders for each client. And here again, you just say create folders and rename in G Drive. So you know what is the thing that client wants and what is happening here, and here the actions that you're gonna take in na10 or make.com, for example. After that, you build in the other one as well, and like this. But usually how I do is, what I'm asking them, what we gonna input in the workflow. So for example, not in the workflow, you don't have to use some technical terms. So you're gonna say what you have that has to be automated. So what are the things that we're gonna input as a data or something in the automation, and let's say they're gonna say either leads, invoices, whatever they say, and you start with them. So you're starting the workflow, and what is the goal of this workflow, what is going to be the goal of this automation. So for example, in the end of this automation, what will be the expected result. So here, let's say all invoices saved in client folder, and let's say uploaded to cloud, and calculated sums of them, and let me move this because it's growing. Calculated sums of all of them and something, I don't know, send notifications to all clients, let's say. And this is gonna be your final goal outcome of this workflow. And when you have, let's delete this, when you have the beginning of the workflow, so you know what you're gonna input here, let's say input of the workflow, and here what will be the goal output of the workflow. And when you see it in this way, you know exactly what to do in between them in order to get this outcome. And after that, when you build this wireframe diagram, you know the actions, you know everything. You just come in here, saving like an image or exporting it, you putting it to your screen or saving it somewhere. And after that, when you go to N8N, for example, and create a new workflow, you look here, what is going to be our input? Okay, input invoices. So where is this guy's invoices? Let's say in his Google Drive. Okay, so we're going to say Google Drive trigger change to specific file, or it's going to be changing specific folder. So whenever they are uploading invoices in this folder, we're going to trigger this automation. And you know, and even if you can put sticky note here, for example, input or import invoices, and after that just copy paste it. You know the second part, you can make it grow. Okay, how we gonna build after getting the invoices, what we gonna do here in order in the end to have all of the invoices saved in the client folder. So what we're gonna do here, we're gonna get the invoices, create new folders for each invoice and each client. We're gonna rename them, save them in separate ways, and we're gonna have to get all of the clients' emails. So we're gonna extract some of the invoices to get their emails. And then what we have to do, calculate the sums. We're gonna use some AI agent here, just to calculate everything. Maybe we can use another AI agent as well, just to generate, for example, the messages that we're gonna send for notification to all clients. And after that, here there are gonna be, for example, in Google Sheets, you can log all of the files and folders that are renamed and arranged, all of the calculated sums in some Google Sheet or some database, and everything from here is going to go to Gmail or either SMTP email, and all of the notifications sent and logged as well in Google Sheets. And this free space between the goal and the input is going to be filled. But just in sake of showing the client, you just can put all the actions that you think has to be done, and you're gonna show the client, okay, we're gonna have your invoices, we're gonna rename them, arrange them, do this, do that, we're gonna calculate the sums, and in the end you're gonna have, instead of let's say 1 hour dealing with all the invoices, in 3 minutes you're gonna have all of the invoices saved and everything is gonna be sent to your clients. And in monthly basis, this is gonna save you, let's say this was taking, this whole system for client to do it manually was taking him, say, 30 minutes for one invoice. If they are making 10 invoices per day, from 30 minutes is going to be 300 minutes. So what is this divided by 60? It is 5 hours. 5 hours per day is going to be, so they have 5 hours work now. This is now. You can write it even like this, and this is gonna become because from 30 minutes you're gonna make one invoice to be in 1 minute. It's gonna be 10 minutes even, and it's not gonna be work, it's gonna be automated work later. And this saved hours, you can say, just to increase the value of your automation or whatever you're gonna offer the client, you can say 5 hours work that you are doing manually. How much they are paying you for hour, for example? They are paying them, let's say, this is really less, but let's say $20. Okay, 5 hours for $20 is gonna be $100 per day. Now they are spending on doing this thing, and after that it's gonna take 10 minutes, which is gonna be, let's say, $1 per everything, and the difference between them is gonna be, you're gonna be saving them $100 plus these hours that they're gonna be able to make even more money, even double this amount, $200 per every day. And if they are doing this invoicing 2 times per month, $400 per month is gonna be automated and saved for them. And if you save, let's say this automation is gonna cost you $100 or it's gonna cost you $200, and I'm gonna make it because this is a simple automation that you can make. It's gonna be no-brainer for 1 year. Let's say, even if you say it's gonna be $50, let's say, per month, they're gonna save 12 times $200, that are $2,400 they will be spending if they work manually. For $400 you're gonna be saving them $2,000. And these are the ways that you have to think, just to show them the angle view that they have to look this automation for, because they don't care about, okay, I'm gonna use rack system, I'm gonna use this AI agent or this model, and etc. Clients doesn't care about that. They have to know what they gonna pay. Let's say I'm gonna give $50 here per month, and I'm gonna be saving 400 that usually I have to give to this worker to do this invoice stuff. So with $50 automated, everything is gonna work perfectly. And you can say also, sometimes manual workers are making mistakes, and we're gonna be able to avoid these mistakes as well. And also this is scalable because the automation, for example, doesn't care if there are 1,000 invoices or 100 invoices. But the manual worker, if there are 100 invoices, is gonna be 5 hours. If there are 1,000, it's gonna be 50 hours. They have to pay it more. So you can just point out all of these things to the clients to show them how this automation is gonna change and impact their business. This is what they care, and that's it. I don't know if I explain it good, but this is the whole point. And the wireframing is just to quickly show what kind of value your automation is going to give to their business and the impact that it can make. So the client can say, okay, there is like, for example, you show this and they say, okay, so I can save that much from here. Or the other way that I'm doing, for example, the last automation that I did, it was again for lead generation. A lot of lead generation automations are better because they can straight away see how much money can they make from this automation. Let's say, for example, you are scraping, let me see, let me see if I have this. Okay, yeah, I have covered this automation in the channel, but anyway, if we scrape, let's say, 1000 businesses from Google Maps, and we can say to some construction company, we can say, okay, every week I'm gonna send emails and you're gonna be able to call 100 businesses every week. So for 10 weeks, 1000 businesses you're gonna be able to call, and they are your potential leads. And this automation is gonna send them emails, and after that is gonna follow up. This automation is gonna cost you, let's say, $400 per month. It depends on the business, but construction companies are really good in profit, because if they get even one client, they can make tens, 20,000, 30,000. It depends on what they are doing. Last time I did, it was for a concrete laying company. They are laying concrete, and we made this same campaign for we've been sending to another concrete laying companies or construction companies the emails, and they were paying $400 per month for this automation. But when they land a client, it straight away makes sense for them to give every month $400, for example, because every month they have a chance with this $400 to land even one client. They're going to be taking 10,000 minimum from one client, and this is a no-brainer for them to not take this chance. But the thing is that you cannot guarantee results. This is the thing. For example, if you're gonna be paid for result, the only result that you can say that you can make is to reach that many number. For example, I'm gonna reach 1,000 businesses, and you know from the percentages, because usually it's 1%. For example, if you reach 1,000 businesses, 1% is 10. From these 1,000, the most probably 10 of them will gonna reply. So you're gonna have 10 booked calls per month. From these 10 booked calls, you can't tell them, I'm guaranteeing that they're gonna be your clients, because it's their job. You are not talking with them by the phone to sell them their systems or their services. So they have to make their calls and they have to close the deals. But your goal for $400 to give them 1,000 businesses, 1,000 potential leads, and from these 1,000 potential leads, they're gonna have minimum, let's say, 10 replies or booked calls. And this will be the whole system that they can follow. And when Google Map finish, you can scrape up all. It depends on what businesses you have to. If there are online businesses, Apollo, LinkedIn, Facebook groups, these type of places are better for lead generation. For brick and mortar businesses, like normal businesses that they are offices or physical things, Google Maps. There is one more, I don't remember the name. It's like Google Maps again. It is for businesses, or these yellow pages. Let me show you these yellow pages. We've been using this one, for example. This is for Germany. All of the companies that are in Germany are from this. It totally says yellow pages, and all of the services, all of the companies and everything are here. So you can go and straight away search for all kind of companies. Let me check if yellow pages, yeah, Yell. Yes. So you can search for businesses here, and straight away you can scrape businesses names, address, telephone numbers, emails, everything. And yeah, this is the way to show the people.